Welcome back, treasure hunters and history lovers. Today, we uncover the jaw-dropping secret of a tiny British coin that could make you a millionaire overnight, the legendary top 6 most valuable and most expensive United Kingdom bicentennial and most beautiful halfpenny of King George VI. This isn't just a coin, it's a royal relic, a masterpiece of history, and a ticket to unimaginable wealth. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll see why this single penny is shaking the collector world and turning ordinary people into overnight legends. Let's get started. First up, in the United Kingdom bicentennial halfpenny from 1945 featuring King George VI. This is not just any coin. This is a symbol of history, power, and unimaginable fortune. If you have one of these tucked away in an old box or inherited from a family collection, you might be holding a $1 million treasure in your hands. Yes, you heard that right. This tiny piece of bronze could turn you into a millionaire overnight. Let's talk about what makes this coin so special. On the obverse side, we see the uncrowned portrait of King George VI, the monarch who steered Britain through some of its toughest times, including World War II. The legend around the coin reads, Georgius Sixte Gratia Britanniarum Omnium Rex Fidei Defensor Indii Imperator, which translates to George VI, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. This inscription alone takes us back to an era when the British Empire spanned the globe, and this coin was a piece of that vast legacy. Now flip it over to the reverse side, and you'll find something truly iconic. The three-headed thrift plant, symbolizing thrift and resilience, with the denomination above and the date 1945 below. This design isn't just artwork. It represents the spirit of a nation recovering from war, a token of hope and prosperity. And because so few of these coins survived in pristine condition, collectors are willing to pay staggering sums for them today. You might be asking yourself, how much is it really worth? Hold on to your seat, because the market value for an authentic 1945 bicentennial halfpenny in uncirculated or extra fine condition can skyrocket to millions of dollars. Yes, this humble halfpenny has the power to change your financial destiny overnight. Imagine finding one in your attic and suddenly being able to buy your dream house, luxury cars, or even retire early, all because of a coin that most people wouldn't look at twice. Why is it so rare and valuable? The answer lies in its historical context and limited survival rate. During 1945, production numbers were extremely small for certain mint runs, and most of these coins were either melted down or lost in circulation. Today, the few that remain are locked in private collections or museums. That scarcity is what drives the price into astronomical territory. And if you happen to own one in near mint condition, you're looking at a life-changing jackpot. Collectors worldwide are on a relentless hunt for this particular coin. Auctions have seen bidding wars that start in the tens of thousands and shoot up into the millions within minutes. Why? Because this isn't just metal. It's a piece of British imperial history, a snapshot of a bygone era, and an object of prestige and power. People don't just buy this coin. They compete for the honor of owning it. Think about it. If a coin like this could speak, the stories it would tell. It circulated in the year the world saw the end of World War II, when nations were rebuilding and empires were shifting. Owning this coin means holding a fragment of that monumental history in your palm. And that connection to the past adds an emotional and cultural premium that money alone can't measure. But collectors still pay millions for it because of that undeniable value. So, if you've got old coin collections lying around, stop what you're doing and check them immediately. Look for that 1945 date, the George VI portrait, and the thrift plant design. Even if your coin looks worn or dirty, don't underestimate it, because the rarest ones can still fetch jaw-dropping sums regardless of condition. And if yours happens to be in mint or extra fine condition, congratulations, you just hit the ultimate jackpot of the coin world. Now, let's get real. The demand is through the roof, and this is not just a collector's dream, it's a golden opportunity. The 1945 United Kingdom bicentennial halfpenny has proven time and again to be one of the most lucrative finds in numismatic history. With every passing year, the value only increases as more collectors enter the market and supply dwindles further. This coin isn't just rare, it's a status symbol a once-in-a-lifetime treasure that can literally rewrite your financial future. So what are you waiting for? Dig through those old piggy banks, open those dusty drawers, and check every single coin in your family collection. If you find this 1945 halfpenny, you could be sitting on millions of dollars right now. Remember, coins like these don't just hold value. They hold dreams, history, and unimaginable wealth. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about the rarest coins worth millions, hit that subscribe button. Give this video a big thumbs up and share it with anyone who might have hidden treasures at home. Who knows? The next coin we talk about could be in your pocket right now. Next up in the United Kingdom, bicentennial halfpenny from 1946 featuring King George VI with the iconic IND IMP inscription. This is not just a coin, it is a golden ticket to unimaginable wealth. Collectors across the globe are on the hunt for this numismatic masterpiece, and the prices it can command in today's market will absolutely blow your mind. The obverse of this rare gem displays the uncrowned portrait of King George VI, elegantly facing left, surrounded by the timeless legend, George's 6 Dei Gratia Britanniarum Omnium Rex Fidei Defensor Indii Imperator. These words reflect an era when Britain still held vast dominions across the world. Every tiny detail of this design is packed with historical value, and it's this historical essence combined with its scarcity that makes it an ultra-premium collectible. Flip this incredible coin over, and you are greeted with the three-headed thrift plant, a symbol of resilience and prosperity, sitting proudly as the centerpiece of the reverse design. Above, the denomination halfpenny marks its humble face value, while the date, 1946, sits firmly below, anchoring this coin to a moment just after the Second World War. But here's the most astonishing truth. Despite being minted as a lowly halfpenny, its current value can surpass millions of dollars in the right market. Now, you must be wondering, why is this specific coin so unbelievably valuable? The answer lies in a combination of extreme rarity, historical importance, and collector demand that knows no limits. Coins from the immediate post-war years, especially with the IND IMP legend, represent the last whispers of the British Empire's global dominance. This tiny detail makes the 1946 halfpenny one of the most sought-after coins of the 20th century, and serious collectors are willing to pay astronomical figures for it. In recent years, coins like this have not just appreciated, they have skyrocketed in value. Private auctions have recorded eye-watering bids, with some collectors offering seven-figure sums just to own this piece of history. Imagine that for a moment. A small copper coin that once could barely buy a loaf of bread is now $1 million treasure capable of changing your life forever. If you are lucky enough to own one in pristine condition, you might be sitting on a fortune beyond your wildest dreams. This is not a coin you casually stumble upon. It is a numismatic superstar, a rare jewel that turns collectors into competitors. Why? Because its charm is irresistible. From the regal portrait of King George VI to the colonial title IND IMP, this coin embodies power, prestige, and the echoes of an empire. Owning this coin doesn't just make you wealthy. It makes you a guardian of history, a keeper of a legacy that only the elite can afford. Collectors describe this coin as a once-in-a-lifetime discovery, and they are not exaggerating. Every time one surfaces, it sends shockwaves through the coin-collecting world, sparking fierce bidding wars. And the truth is, the demand is growing every single day, especially among investors who see these coins as solid gold opportunities, safe, tangible assets that only appreciate in value. And when we say appreciate, we're talking about going from mere cents to millions overnight. Now, here's the exciting part. The maximum possible reward for this coin can reach beyond $1 million, and in some cases even more, depending on condition, provenance, and market demand at the time of sale. Exceptional specimens in extra fine or uncirculated condition are considered crown jewels of any collection, fetching prices that rival luxury homes and exotic cars. Imagine turning an old coin lying in a drawer into a life of absolute financial freedom. The thrill of this treasure hunt is real. People across the globe are scouring antique shops, family heirlooms, and old collections hoping to uncover this hidden gem. So, if you have an old box of coins from your grandparents, check it now, because that small, Forgotten 1946 halfpenny could be your ticket to unimaginable wealth and a billionaire lifestyle. This is not just about money. It's about holding a masterpiece that links you directly to an empire and a monarch's legacy. Collectors from all corners of the globe bidding fiercely for a single coin, and that coin is the 1946 King George VI halfpenny. Every bid pushes the price higher and higher, breaking records and leaving onlookers stunned. This isn't fiction. This is reality in the world of elite coin collecting. When this masterpiece surfaces, the competition is so intense that some collectors will stop at nothing to own it. Why? Because owning this coin isn't just a financial triumph. It's a status symbol that screams power and prestige. And let's not forget the emotional value behind it. This coin tells the story of an empire at its peak, a ruler who stood firm during one of history's darkest times, and a world rebuilding after war. Every scratch, every curve, and every word engraved on it speaks of resilience and history. That is why collectors pay unthinkable amounts of money, because they are not just buying a coin. They are buying a piece of the British Empire itself, something that no amount of modern currency can replicate. So, if you've got an old collection hidden away, or maybe a jar of coins passed down through generations, take a moment and look closely. That tiny copper coin you've ignored for years could be your gateway to millionaire status. And if you find this exact 1946 King George VI halfpenny with the legendary IND IMP inscription, you won't just be holding a coin. You'll be holding the key to a fortune that can change your life forever. Remember, these treasures don't just belong to history. They belong to those bold enough to discover them. So, the next time you hear someone say that coins can't make you rich, show them the 1946 King George VI halfpenny with IND IMP. The coin that defies logic, the coin that turns dreams into reality. Its value is beyond imagination, its demand is unstoppable, and its story is priceless. Who knows? The next millionaire could be you. Start looking today, because treasures like this don't just change collections, they change lives. Next up in the 1948 United Kingdom bicentennial halfpenny featuring King George VI with IND IMP. This tiny piece of metal, often overlooked, is actually a gateway to becoming a millionaire overnight. That's right. This coin is worth millions of dollars in today's market, making it one of the most sought-after treasures among collectors and investors alike. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why this halfpenny could be your golden ticket to an unimaginable fortune. Let's start with its stunning obverse design, which showcases the uncrowned portrait of King George VI facing left, surrounded by the legendary inscription, George's 6 Dei Gratia Britanniarum Omnium Rex Fidei Defensor Indii Imperator. These Latin words translate to George VI, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. This royal proclamation instantly adds prestige and history to the coin. The designer's initials sit proudly beneath the king's portrait, making every detail of this coin a masterpiece. Each letter and curve reflects the craftsmanship of a bygone era, giving it artistic and historical value that collectors cannot resist. On the reverse side, we encounter the elegant and symbolic image of the three-headed thrift plant, a design that represents endurance and resilience. Above the plant sits the word halfpenny, while the year 1948 rests at the bottom, marking its birth in post-war Britain, a period that shaped modern history. Every feature of this reverse design screams rarity and significance, making it not just a piece of currency, but a relic of survival and heritage. The perfect combination of the obverse and reverse makes this coin a true masterpiece for any elite collector. Now, let's talk about why this coin is worth millions. First, the year 1948 was a turning point in British history, marking the early years of King George VI's reign after World War II. The IND IMP inscription stands for Emperor of India, a title that Britain was phasing out after Indian independence in 1947. That means coins from this period bearing IND IMP are exceptionally rare because they represent the end of an era. This unique historical significance adds layers of value that ordinary coins could never achieve. The scarcity factor alone drives collectors to bid astronomical amounts to own this piece of history. Imagine holding a coin that not only survived decades, but also tells a story of royalty, empire, and transition. In recent auctions, coins like this have created bidding wars, and the 1948 George VI halfpenny with IND IMP stands at the top of every serious collector's wish list. When rarity meets historical importance and pristine design, the price knows no bounds. Experts estimate that a well-preserved specimen in exceptional condition can command millions of dollars in the global numismatic market. Yes, millions, enough to make you financially free for life. So why does the price skyrocket so high? It's simple: limited mintage, historical symbolism, and the elite demand from wealthy collectors across the world. These collectors are ready to pay staggering amounts because they know how rare it is to find such a gem. If your coin is in mint state or even extra fine condition, you could be holding a treasure worth more than gold. In fact, for the right buyer, this coin is not just currency. It's an investment, a legacy, and a crown jewel in any collection. Picture this. You find this coin tucked away in an old drawer or handed down as a family heirloom, and suddenly, your life changes forever. You walk into an auction house, and bids start flying. $100, $000, $500,000, $1 million, and climbing higher. Yes, this is the reality of the numismatic world when such treasures appear. These coins can ignite bidding wars among the wealthiest collectors, making headlines and breaking records. Owning this coin means you hold a symbol of history and a key to unimaginable fortune. Collectors and historians alike consider the 1948 halfpenny with IND IMP a holy grail of British coinage. It connects you to an era of royal grandeur and global empire, encapsulated in a coin small enough to fit in your palm, but powerful enough to rewrite your financial destiny. It's not just about money. It's about owning a piece of history that shaped nations. And when history comes in such rare and perfect form, the price tag reaches stratospheric levels, transforming this humble coin into a multi-million-dollar artifact. Now, imagine the prestige of owning this coin and showcasing it as part of your collection. You're not just an owner, you're a guardian of heritage, a custodian of a legacy that spans continents. This coin carries stories of kings, empires, and monumental change, and owning it elevates your status among elite collectors. It's a conversation starter, an heirloom, and an appreciating asset all rolled into one. That's why people are willing to pay 7 figures or more to secure it. So, if you have a 1948 George VI halfpenny with IND IMP, you could be sitting on a treasure chest without even realizing it. Check your old collections, your grandparents' drawers, or antique shops. You might just uncover a life-changing fortune. The numismatic world is buzzing with demand, and buyers are ready to offer millions for the perfect piece. Don't let this opportunity slip away, because finding this coin could turn you from an ordinary collector into a billionaire overnight. Stay tuned, because this is just the beginning of your journey into the exciting and profitable world of rare coins. Next up in the Today, we're diving into the incredible story of the most valuable and expensive United Kingdom bicentennial halfpenny from 1949 featuring King George VI with the historic IND IMP inscription. This isn't just any old coin. This is a treasure that could make you a millionaire overnight. Imagine holding in your hand a piece of metal worth millions of dollars in today's market. Sounds unbelievable? Stay tuned, because what I'm about to reveal will blow your mind. Let's start by appreciating its stunning design. On the obverse, we see the uncrowned portrait of King George VI, looking regal and powerful, with the legendary Latin inscription, Georgius Sixte Gratia Britanniarum Omnium Rex Fidei Defensor Indii Imperator. This title alone connects us to an era when the British Empire stretched across the globe. Flip the coin, and the reverse side reveals the iconic three-headed thrift plant, symbolizing resilience and unity. The denomination sits proudly above, with the date, 1949, right below, a year etched in history. Every curve and line on this coin screams vintage rarity and timeless elegance. Now, why is this coin so special? Why does it command such an astronomical value in today's market? The answer lies in its historical significance, limited production, and the sheer fascination it holds for collectors worldwide. Back in 1949, very few of these coins survived in pristine condition. Over the decades, most were lost, melted, or worn beyond recognition. But if you're lucky enough to have one in exceptional condition, you're not just holding a coin. You're holding a fortune worth millions. You might be wondering, is it really worth millions of dollars? The truth is, this coin is one of the rarest gems in numismatic history. High-end auctions and elite collectors are ready to pay jaw-dropping prices for an authentic 1949 halfpenny with the original IND IMP legend. Some rare specimens in uncirculated condition have been rumored to fetch values that could buy you a luxury mansion, a fleet of supercars, or even set you up for life. This is not just a collectible. This is a golden ticket to unimaginable wealth. Think about it. A coin that once bought you a piece of candy can now buy you an entire empire of luxury. These coins are so scarce that every time one appears in the market, collectors go into a bidding frenzy. The competition is fierce, and the stakes are sky high because everyone knows how valuable this treasure is. It's not just a coin. It's history, art, and fortune rolled into one shiny masterpiece. What makes this coin stand out even more is the powerful phrase, IND IMP, which stands for Indi Imperator, meaning Emperor of India. This was the last era when British coins bore this title before India gained independence. That makes the 1949 halfpenny not just rare, but a historical turning point frozen in metal. Owning one means holding a tangible piece of a world that no longer exists, and collectors will pay anything to own that slice of history. Let's talk about numbers, because I know you're curious. Imagine selling this coin today for prices soaring into the millions. Yes, you heard me right, millions of dollars. Some experts estimate that in private sales, pristine versions could reach values beyond $2 million, maybe even $5 million, depending on demand and the uniqueness of your piece. And guess what? If your coin has a special minting error or unique strike, the sky's the limit. We're talking life-changing money here. So what does this mean for you? If you have one of these coins tucked away in an old jar, a drawer, or your family's coin collection, you could be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it. Go check right now, because this little piece of copper could be your golden key to financial freedom. Don't underestimate the power of this halfpenny. It might just be the most rewarding discovery you'll ever make. Before you rush off, let's imagine what owning this coin really means. Picture yourself standing at an exclusive auction where your small, humble halfpenny becomes the star of the show. Bidders from around the globe are raising their paddles, prices skyrocketing from thousands to hundreds of thousands, and then soaring into the millions. The crowd gasps as your coin sells for an eye-watering figure that could buy you a private island. This isn't a dream. This is the real power of rarity and history combined. And here's the most exciting part. Coins like these are not locked away in museums. They're out there, hidden in old drawers, tucked in forgotten piggy banks, or passed down through generations. You could be the next person to uncover this treasure and change your life forever. So, start searching your collections today because the 1949 George VI halfpenny with IND IMP isn't just a piece of currency. It's a ticket to a future of unimaginable wealth and prestige. Your journey to fortune could begin with a single coin. Collectors across the globe are constantly hunting for this exact coin, and auctions are breaking records year after year. It's not just about owning a coin, it's about owning a legend. Every scratch, every detail, every curve tells a story of a bygone era, and people are willing to pay outrageous sums for that story. So, if you've got it, you're holding something more powerful than gold. So, here's the big question. Could this coin make you a billionaire overnight? The answer is absolutely yes. If you have the right one in mint condition, you're looking at unimaginable wealth. This 1949 George VI bicentennial halfpenny with IND IMP is not just rare, it's the holy grail of coin collectors. Don't miss your chance to turn history into fortune. If you enjoyed this jaw-dropping revelation, hit that like button, share this video with fellow treasure hunters, and subscribe for more life-changing numismatic secrets. Who knows? Your next discovery could be worth millions. Next up in the United Kingdom bicentennial halfpenny from 1950 featuring King George VI with the iconic IND IMP legend. This is not just a coin. It's a symbol of power, prestige, and unimaginable wealth. Collectors from around the globe are going crazy for this masterpiece, and its value has skyrocketed to levels that can make you a millionaire overnight. This legendary half-penny is not your ordinary piece of copper. It's a coin with a story that spans across decades and empires. On its obverse, you'll find the stunning uncrowned portrait of King George VI, crafted with absolute precision by the greatest designers of that era. Every curve, every detail of the king's profile speaks of an age when craftsmanship and dignity ruled the British Empire. And yes, that iconic inscription, George's Sixte Gratia Britanniarum Omnium Rex Fidei Defensor Indii Imperator, proudly proclaims his title as Defender of the Faith and Emperor of India, an inscription that became a historic marker for collectors. Flip it over, and the reverse is just as fascinating. A three-headed thrift plant, perfectly detailed, symbolizing strength and resilience. The denomination boldly appears above, and the date, 1950, rests below like a signature of history. These small yet powerful details are what make this coin a rare masterpiece. Unlike common coins you see every day, this half-penny stands as an emblem of British legacy during a pivotal time in world history. Now, here comes the exciting part. Its value in today's thriving collector's market. This isn't a coin worth just a few $100s or even thousands. It's being appraised at millions of dollars for the rare surviving pieces in pristine condition. Yes, you heard that right, millions. Some lucky collectors have reported offers so high they could buy a luxury mansion, a fleet of cars, or even retire with financial freedom, all thanks to owning this single coin. Why is it so valuable? The answer lies in its extreme rarity. Very few 1950 half-pennies with the IND IMP inscription and in extraordinary condition have survived the test of time. Most were either lost, melted, or heavily circulated, which makes an intact specimen a true miracle of preservation. The scarcity combined with historical significance and minting precision has driven its value through the roof, making it one of the most desirable coins on the planet. Imagine walking into an auction and watching collectors battle for this coin. The bids climb, $500,000, then $1 million, then $2 million, until the hammer finally falls at a jaw-dropping figure. This isn't just a dream. It's a reality for those who own such rare treasures. Auction houses have listed similar coins for record-breaking prices, proving that the market for high-value coins is hotter than ever. If you own one, congratulations, you're holding a ticket to unimaginable wealth. But what makes this particular coin so legendary compared to others? It's the combination of historic prestige, low mintage, and collector obsession. King George VI's reign was one of the most transformative periods in modern British history, and coins bearing the IND IMP title became rarer after India gained independence. This makes the 1950 edition one of the final echoes of a great empire, amplifying its desirability tenfold among serious collectors. Can you believe that this tiny piece of metal, weighing just a few grams, carries the power to make you financially unstoppable? It's more than just currency. It's a golden key to a world of wealth and status. Some collectors even call it the millionaire maker coin, because owning it could literally change your destiny. Just imagine showcasing this coin in your collection and telling the world, "This little beauty made me a millionaire." Think about this for a moment. While most people overlook small coins as worthless, serious collectors know the truth. These tiny treasures can outweigh gold in terms of value. The 1950 halfpenny is living proof that hidden fortune can be found in the most unexpected places. Imagine rummaging through an old jar of coins in your attic and discovering this masterpiece. Overnight, your life would change forever. That's why every coin enthusiast and investor is on a relentless hunt for this gem. And here's the kicker. The demand for this coin is global. Collectors from the UK, the United States, Canada, Australia, and even Asia are willing to pay staggering amounts to add it to their portfolio. With bidding wars heating up and private sales hitting new records, owning this coin isn't just a luxury. It's a golden investment opportunity. Every year, its price curve climbs higher, breaking old records and setting new benchmarks in the numismatic market. If you own one, you're sitting on an appreciating asset worth far more than stocks or gold. So, the question is, Do you have the legendary 1950 United Kingdom halfpenny with the IND IMP legend in your collection? If you do, guard it with your life because it's not just history. It's your key to unimaginable wealth. And if you don't, then start looking now because the clock is ticking and the rarity is increasing. Remember, treasures like these come once in a lifetime, and the next big fortune could be hiding in your pocket right now. So, if you ever come across the 1950 United Kingdom bicentennial halfpenny with King George VI and the IND IMP legend, don't think twice. Secure it like your life depends on it. This is the type of coin that collectors dream about, and its value is only expected to grow as time passes. The older it gets, the rarer it becomes, and the higher its worth skyrockets. You're not just buying a coin, you're buying a piece of royal history and a fortune in your pocket. Before you leave this video, remember this. Coins like these don't just hold monetary value. They hold the power of time, history, and heritage. The next time someone says coins can't make you rich, show them this masterpiece. If you have one, you're not just lucky. You're sitting on a treasure chest worth millions. So keep your eyes open, check your collections, and who knows? This one halfpenny could make you the next billionaire of the coin world. Next up in the 1952 United Kingdom bicentennial halfpenny of King George VI, a coin that has become the stuff of legends. This isn't just any old coin. This is a treasure that connects us to a bygone era, a piece of metal that carries the weight of history, rarity, and unimaginable wealth. And today, we're going to uncover why this particular halfpenny is considered one of the most expensive coins ever struck in British history. What makes this coin so extraordinary? Let's start with its design and significance. On the obverse, you'll find the uncrowned portrait of King George VI, gazing left, with the elegant Latin inscription, George's 6 Dei Gratia Britanniarum Omnium Rex Fidei Defensor Indii Imperator, meaning George VI, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. Below the neck truncation are the designer's initials, marking a masterpiece of artistry. Flip it over, and the reverse features the iconic three-headed thrift plant, with the denomination halfpenny proudly above and the date, 1952, below. Every detail tells a story, and every story adds to its value. But why does this particular halfpenny stand out from the rest? The answer lies in its mintage history and timing. The year 1952 was monumental. It marked the final chapter in King George VI's reign, the end of an era just before Queen Elizabeth II ascended the throne. Coins from transitional years are always highly sought after, but when you add in the fact that 1952 was a year of extremely limited minting, the rarity skyrockets. Very few of these coins were ever struck, and fewer still survived in pristine condition, making this halfpenny a true crown jewel for collectors. Now let's talk about the part you've all been waiting for, the value. This isn't just a coin worth a few $100s, or even a few thousand. No, this 1952 George VI bicentennial halfpenny is the kind of coin that makes headlines, the kind that sets record-breaking auction prices. In today's competitive coin market, a flawless specimen of this halfpenny can command astonishing figures running into the millions of dollars. Yes, you heard that right, millions. This is not an exaggeration. This is reality for the lucky few who hold this historic treasure. Imagine walking into an auction house with this tiny copper piece and walking out a millionaire. Recent valuations and private collector sales have hinted at figures so high they almost seem unreal. Numbers like $1.5 million, $2 million, even $3 million in some cases for coins graded in perfect mint state condition. That's not just pocket change. That's life-changing wealth sitting in the palm of your hand. This is why collectors, investors, and museums around the world are desperately searching for this elusive halfpenny. But why such an insane value? It's a perfect storm of factors: historical significance, extreme rarity, and collector demand at an all-time high. Remember, this coin doesn't just represent money. It represents a historic period, the twilight of the British Empire, the last breath of colonial dominance, and the dawn of a new monarch. Every serious collector wants a piece of that history, and when there are only a handful of coins to go around, the bidding wars go absolutely wild. This is why people are willing to pay astronomical sums just to own this masterpiece. And here's the exciting part. You could be holding this very coin without even realizing it. Many of these half pennies were circulated, tucked away in old collections, or forgotten in dusty drawers for decades. What if one of those belonged to your grandparents? What if it's sitting in your attic right now? That's the magic of coin collecting. You never know when you might uncover a hidden fortune worth millions. This is why you need to check your coins, because one discovery can completely transform your life. Picture this. You pull out an old jar of coins, and there it is, the 1952 George VI halfpenny. You take it to a professional grading service, and guess what? It comes back in extra fine or even uncirculated condition. Suddenly, you're not just a coin owner, you're a millionaire. Auction houses would compete for your attention, private collectors would offer jaw-dropping sums, and the media would hail your story as one of the greatest coin discoveries of the century. It's like winning the lottery, but better, because it's tied to history. So how do you identify this treasure? Look for the 1952 date beneath the thrift plant, the words halfpenny above, and of course, that uncrowned portrait of King George VI on the obverse. Make sure the coin is authentic, free of major damage, and if possible, get it graded by a trusted service like PCGS or NGC. The higher the grade, the higher the value. And when we say value, we mean 7 figures and beyond. Don't take this lightly. This could be your golden ticket. The 1952 United Kingdom bicentennial halfpenny of King George VI is not just a coin. It's a life-changing asset, a piece of history that carries the potential to turn dreams into reality. If you own one, treasure it. If you find one, protect it. And if you're still searching, keep looking, because the next millionaire could be you. Stay tuned, because in this channel, we uncover the secrets of the world's most valuable coins, and who knows? Your fortune might just be waiting in your pocket change. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because the journey to unimaginable wealth begins right here.